audience cannot interrupt, and neither can the candidates.
Candidates for tonight are Secretary Willis with the Democratic Party, Mr. T with the Republican Party, and Brianna Marcos with the Libertarian and Green Ticket Party. Secretary Willis, the first topic is immigration. Question is for you. You want to reform the immigration system to allow open borders and an improved path to citizenship. You offer this to the hardworking, undocumented immigrants who pay taxes like state, local, and federal. How would this be of greater benefit to the country than the other candidates' plan for immigration?
I would like to start off this evening with saying, good evening, everybody. Okay? How's everybody doing? My immigration plan is great. Their immigration plan is not. I'll give you reasons. Hardworking, soon-to-be American citizens will come into this country and work hard. That labor will help America overall. It will boost our economy and boost almost every industry we have. That is my answer.
How would it be of greater effect than the other candidates' positions?
The Republican Party's plan is to ban them outright, have no immigration. But anything is better than that. These are people.
Thank you. You said that you provide a hardworking you provide the hardworking tax-paying immigrants in America an easier path to citizenship. What will happen to the other undocumented immigrants who don't get offered this path? 2 minutes starting now.
Well, obviously, complete and open borders is not the best idea. I'm saying we should let the hardworking immigrants in and let them work hard. The ones that do not work hard and do not pull their share should get deported.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. T, this question is for you. You want a mass deportation of all undocumented immigrants, and in order for them to re-enter, they must reapply. In your book, written in 2000, titled The American We Deserve, you wrote that immigrants provide significant contributions to our society. If your immigration plan is put into place, how do you plan to compensate for all the significant contributions lost when those immigrants are forced to go back to their country?
Well, first of all, I believe in welcoming those who are legal and taking measures to ensure keeping out illegal immigrants. To do this, of course, I want strong borders. Secretary Willis and the Democrats believe in finding a pathway to legalization for illegal immigrants, but I believe that not anybody can be allowed into our country. Many illegal immigrants are harming society by committing crime and eating up social welfare. I believe these illegal immigrants should be forced out of our country, but they may reapply to become a legal citizen, like Ben said. However, they must meet the criteria to become a citizen. This includes paying taxes, not committing crime, contributing to the economy, and waiting in line. It is unfair to those immigrants who are contributing to our economy, and yet these people have to wait in line to come into our country, which takes years. And yet these illegal immigrants are just pouring and they're just hopping over the border, and they're not contributing, yet they're receiving all the benefits. We need to ensure that illegal immigrants are not granted the same benefits as those who are legal. Amnesty towards such individuals will only encourage more immigrants to come in illegally rather than legally.
Mr. T, you claim that Mexico is going to pay for the wall you intend to build on the southern border of America. The Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto said that there is no way that Mexico is ever going to take that expense. How do you still defend your claim despite that Mexico said?
Well, I believe that, of course, we need this wall to ensure that we have strong borders. And, of course, I will try to renegotiate with the president to have him pay for it. But if, in the end, it's not going to happen, then we will just have more people on the borders, and still these people will provide a strong border for us.
If I may, you claim that when you get elected president, that this wall is going to be built 100% guaranteed. How is it going to happen despite what you just said?
Well, of course, nothing is 100% guaranteed. I'm mostly positive that I will be able to make this work, but of course, things may go wrong and that may not happen. But I believe that strong borders will 100% be in place, whether it's by a wall or by officers.
Thank you. May I say something?
Yes.
Your premise, one of the probably three premises your entire race has been judged on, was Mexico will build the wall. If you are not certain that Mexico will build the wall, why have you said it, and why are you still running?
First of all, I'm running because I believe I can make America great again. Second of all, building the wall is not necessarily like the one reason I'm running. There are many other ways to prevent immigrants just pouring into our country, and maybe the wall is not the best choice, but I believe it's one of the best. And even if we build a wall, we'll still need people there. So if the wall's not there, we'll have people there, and this will still keep out those legal immigrants.
One thing I forgot to mention at the start, if at any time after a question is asked, if you'd like to rebuttal, just please raise your finger and say something. We'll let you rebuttal. You get 1 minute rebuttals, no more.
Mrs. Marcos, on the Fox Business News, you said that you want to make it as easy as possible for illegal immigrants to get a work visa as long as they haven't committed any crimes. You also plan to pass the DREAM Act. How do you plan to enact the DREAM Act and make it easy as possible to get a work visa?
Okay, so if immigrants are coming into our country, we all have the dream that, or we all want our process coming in to be easy, not many issues, coming in being able to work however you would like. What we're planning on doing is when immigrants come in and they're trying to get their visas, we're gonna make an easy process that provides our work visas. We'll have a 2-year grace period to get the work visas, and you'll be able to stay on this track and get your visa as long as you don't commit any crimes or violate any terms. You have one strike. If you violate any of our terms, we can't help you get that visa because we're trying to have the best environment with the best workers, and the only way we can do that is with everybody keeping up the terms and everybody working together.
What do you plan to do with illegal immigrants who have committed crimes and want to stay in America?
Well, we have a one strike deal. So we can't have people coming in that want to stay yet are committing crime. If you commit crime, the only thing that you're doing to our country is bringing us down. We cannot keep people in here that are planning to harm us, so we would have to deport them. But if you're not doing anything wrong and you're following the process, we'll be glad to have you around.
May I say something?
Yes.
Well, what she's saying is that if there's a strike committed, then they get deported. But the problem is, you don't know how big the strike can be. If it's a terrorist, like 9/11, then this one strike will be too much. So we need to prevent these people from coming into the country in the first place. We need strong borders to ensure that every immigrant coming into our country will contribute to our economy and will not commit any crime.
Yes. 1 minute.
We can allow immigrants into our country. We're working on our border patrol, and as long as we can make sure that everybody coming in is not gonna harm us, why not bring more immigrants into our country? They can help better our country in tons of ways, in jobs, with everything. I wouldn't take people out of this country if they're not gonna do anything bad.
Yes. Last second, yes. Yes.
Immigrants built this country, sir. We all immigrated from Asia. If you say all immigrants are bad, then how could you possibly say that?
I've never said that all immigrants are bad. I'm simply stating that we must deport those illegal immigrants who are not contributing to our economy. There are many immigrants that contribute to our economy and help our country a lot. But what we need to do is deport every undocumented immigrant, and then they can reapply. but we must make sure that they're clean and will help our country.
That's the end of the immigration topic. Next topic is